You should be able to live on your own. Well, hell no. My son, Nicky, can never live on his own. And then on the top of it, stress of, having every 6 months Social Security because
Changing
he's getting
something.
SSI. I just had a call with them, and he said, what changed? I said, well, since Nicky couldn't walk and talk for 20 years, he suddenly graduated college and got a full
You're
job.
repeating the same process repeatedly, and the diagnosis doesn't change. And who knows when you could get that letter that tells you that you're getting less money, or it's going to be pulled, or constant uncertainty.
And the one thing what I want to make sure that parents, if they have a child who's 18 and above, to make sure that you do have a documentation that you are their guardians. Because as par, and again, maybe laws change in different states, but if, like Nicky turned 18, he belongs to government.
Right. I mean, they'll be looking for him to make these decisions that he's not capable of.
Exactly. So you have to make sure that you have your lawyers. I mean, we're looking at some lawyers who would want to work with our organization and help parents to go through how to create a good guardianship. There's also, financially, there's the ABLE accounts, where you can have $100,000, I believe, tax-free. But the problem with those, the same thing Special Needs Trust Fund, the same thing ABLE, there's certain things that you cannot do.
Restrictions that make it.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think one of them is not for housing. So why do I have that if
So you're basically supposed to be poor.
Yeah, well, yes.
Or you have to be tremendously wealthy.
So there is nothing, middle class has been in talks and it's disappearing. But, what's the point to having ABLE and Special Needs Trust Fund if when I die, my son cannot use it for housing? My son cannot use for certain things. Right? So we're also looking and talking to financial institution to create an endowment and a Special Needs Trust Fund as an overall that we can support people and how to go about some of the rules. If I have to go to Washington lobbying for it, I will.
I'll be right there with you.
Because I think if my son voice it's me, then this is what I have to do to make sure that he is taken care of the best that I can provide for. And it's not only him, and there's many children and adults, and we just need to put together a group of parents and just say enough, it's enough.
I think, the more people that are willing to talk about this and step out and share what they need and want and what isn't working, and people that are impacted by a child or an adult with special needs, just the longer it goes on, the more passionate we get. So I think Adriana has a vision that when I first met her, I was blown away, and just a warmth and a drive that I am confident that this project is going to be a huge success. So
one thing what I've been saying to everyone, I have no other choice, nor parents like me have other choice.
I can say that same thing. I think long term, and I think of my children and what their lives will look like, and I'm right on board with her. I think it took a while for me to really understand.
I have no choice, so no matter what it's gonna take, and don't take me wrong, there are days that I go, okay, I'm done. I can't possibly do this. I'm alone. And then I receive emails from parents saying the hope that we might have. Then you go, oh, that is the reason why I'm doing it. And it's not only for Nicky. If I wanted for Nicky, I would create a small house and just do that. But I strongly believe that everybody deserves to have the best life possible and be happy and be part of the society. And when we're looking at 150 residents, some who need 24/7 help like Nicky, and some who are mid to mildly affected, and then we're looking for highly functioning people who will live independently but still have a social worker on a staff that they can go and talk to and feel comfortable talking to. So,
like wraparound support, for not just for the program, but every aspect of a person's life that someone with a disability, that kind of needs, is going to be right there.
Yes. I mean, we can try to provide as much as independence as possible, and this is the biggest thing what we wanted to do, to provide independence, to be themselves and
work, they can work,
and they can work and earn the money and help them, paying the bills, train them and teach them, maybe having workshops where they can learn how to cook. But
and even webinars.
Yes. I mean, everybody's, if we figure out what they're good at, what they like, and just help them to, everybody's individuals. We cannot cookie cutter things because not everybody's the same. So individually, what they're good at, what they like, and help them to go from there and provide them the training, the education, or the development that they need to get there to be more independent. Mm-hmm. This is the whole point and whole goal. I mean, we're looking at 10 years, probably around 600 to 700 employees, of which I would love to have 40 to 45% people with disabilities as employees, because they deserve it.
Right.
They want to work. They're the best employees you can have. Yes, there's going to be days that they're going to have a meltdown.
Right.
But you need to train your staff to deal with that. Not just get angry, mad, or whatever. Just talk to them and see what they respond to. But happy people, loyal people, you want them as employees.
Yeah.
And this is the biggest goal for the organization that we have, to provide as much as independence, give them jobs, training, make them part of the society, and just make them being happy, and at the same time having parents comfortable that their child is taken care of. Because as a mom of a child who is severely affected by TSC, I would love to know before I die that he's in the best place
so that
could be.
Right. So everything is addressed in this, that a parent with an adult with an intellectual disability, developmental disability, or autism, no matter the impact, there's going to be an impact. And I think this project and program address every single aspect that you could think of because of Adriana's personal experience. And
I don't want to, the one thing what I've been saying from day one, there is no institution. It is community.
Right.
It's inclusive
it's all
community.
Like, there's islands all over, and they're not connected. And she's talking about a community with businesses and healthcare and mental health and opportunities for recreation and being involved in the local community, all of that. So, phenomenal.
Hopefully we will be able to be on...
What's your, time frame?
The property. Right, well, what we learn, in order to have the residential...
You've learned a lot.
Yes, we did, actually. We were looking at creating partnership with some of the existing groups just because of the approval and certification from certain government agencies.
So there will be some involvement with government agencies.
We have to have an involvement with OPWDD.
And that's
they're the one who needs to approve before we're going to put a first residence. It doesn't mean that we will take money from them or that we will not take the money from them. But the whole reason behind to having for-profit and non-profit is that any government changes will not affect how we support and provide the services to people with disabilities. Just look what happened with the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons I'm like, okay, then we are on the right path, because we do not want to
be dependent.
I can't.
Yeah.
Possibly because a lot of nonprofits, some are suffering more than others just because they depend on the government.
And from even a capitalist perspective, it makes sense, because the goal is to diminish or to lessen dependence on government. So in giving these people the opportunities, valuable individual human beings, the opportunity to step down from their reliance on government.
And not to worry about, are my benefits going to get
right.
cut? Are my exercise going to get cut? Or,
can I afford my medication?
Exactly. I mean, this is, I mean, we know how expensive the medications are and care. I mean, I don't have anybody taking care of Nicky. It's only
no respite.
No respite.
Right.
We
That's
don't
another
have the respite.
huge problem that this is meeting with respite.
So it's,
yeah.
And it's, Nicky's 6'2" and probably 200 pounds. I don't know anyone who would be able to lift him up or try to give him medication or put him on a toilet. So project is in the progress. It's moving faster. There's a lot of things that we learned since October till now. We met a lot of wonderful people who wanted to be part of the project, who believe in the project. And as I said, I will not give up until I don't have the best place for Nicky and kids like him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're always going to be kids in our hearts. So
right, I keep saying kids. But,
I keep saying all the time kids, and we're like, okay, they're 21, so they're 18 and
right,
above. But they're gonna be always kids in our hearts. And I think I said to one of the investors back in February, I said, if I have to go and beg around the corner for money for the project, I will. I have no shame to that. I have no. It's not for me. It's for families like mine.
Yeah.
And we all deserve to have the best place. We all deserve to have happiness and having peace of mind and feel happy and knowing that our kid is taken care of.
Yeah.
And they are happy. I mean, every parent wish that their children, would be the happy kid. Well, sometimes, like with Nicky, I don't know when he's happy. He smiles, sometimes he laughs, but he loves nature and he loves trees and he loves waterfalls, and so if this is what I can provide for him and for kids like him, we're not giving up, we're actually moving forward, we're coming closer and closer
every day.
We're redefining every time we learn something new, some new rules and regulations from the government that have no idea about our children probably, but we need to adjust. And as we were told over and over again, the B Corp is the most genius ideas that most of the nonprofit heard. Two, becoming in a perfect timing because of the managed care changes and the government and the cuts, the tax benefits to the donations, everything combined, we are in a perfect timing.
Yeah,
we
right.
just need people's help, and we also want to provide the support for parents and moms and dads and grandparents and uncles and aunts if they want to vent. We will keep everybody posted how we are going. I think Julie's doing a wonderful job on our page.
Trying.
Posting our who
so
we
you
met.
can go to the website at nickysgardensofhope.com and see what we're up to, and
if you want to be part of,
right.
If you want to volunteer, if you have any ideas, what would you like, or you just want to talk or send an email. I'm the one who gets the emails with Jill, so you're more than happy to just reach out.
Yep, and if you want to get involved,
more than happy
to take anybody.
More people, more parents cannot do it alone. It's always better to do when it's more people than how Max says. Teamwork makes the great work, or something. No, what he says. He says one of those things. Teamwork makes the work. What makes the great work? Something like that. But again, it's coming along.
Yeah. So thank you, Adriana.
For the long talk.
I just have to tell you how much it's meant to me to be involved. So
thank you.
Thank you.